Morning everybody and welcome to Solden. We are here in the Austrian Alps and we're about to catch the cable car up to the glacier. Now there are rains and storms due to come in sort of around 2 o'clock, it's 9 now. And obviously here with Anna. Hello.
Hello.
Let's get a cable car and let's get started because time is not on our side today. Masks. Easier said than done when it's... Thanks. Masks.
Wenn wir uns umentscheiden, müssen wir da helfen.
Or is it round the corner? So we have tickets. They were not the cheapest tickets we've ever bought.
Oh.
Up here?
Yeah.
Oh, no wait.
No, we can also.
Oh. And now we're trying to just get in with our expensive tickets. How many euros?
66.
One way.
So only 33 each.
Only 33 euros. And they're on their website, they're like, it takes 12 minutes to get to the top. Most expensive 12 minutes of our lives.
€7 down.
Is it? Oh, we should have hiked up and sat. €7 down.
Yeah.
We should have hiked up and got the cable car down.
We should have.
How long do you reckon the hike up would take?
I don't know.
Quite a while.
It's 4.5, 5 hours. So.
It's literally nearly 2,000 meters that we're going up. Yeah, that's quite a hike. Right then, let's go.
We were heading up to the top of Gaislachkogel at 3,058 meters above sea level, a popular spot for exploring the surrounding peaks and glaciers. We didn't really have a plan, although I was keen to explore one of these glaciers, and then potentially we'd walk all the way back down, enjoying the spectacular views along the way.
Dankeschön. Danke. Look at this place. Crazy. So this spot is 3,040 meters above sea level. Just wondering if we can get up to here, which is a kind of cool high point. And then we'll basically figure out some kind of plan, whether we walk back down or head to a lake, or basically main point is to survive the incoming weather. Oh, no wait, there's no weather. What are we on about? Nothing at all. If you look that way, it's quite appealing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right, they're all different. The heights.
There's a glacier, but that's over there, we can't see that. There's a glacier, but that's over there, we can't see that. So right here, there's not actually a glacier as such. I don't know if we know, but the lake is so visible from here. So.
Despite knowing we wouldn't be able to see a glacier, climbing to the top of the mountain lended itself to incredible feelings as we were surrounded by gnarly peaks and summits. We could see down to the lake, that's where we were headed next, and to be honest, having the moment to pause and survey felt like a bit of a metaphor for our life where it was at that point. And so that's exactly what we did. We stood and we stared, smiling from the inside out. That was until we spotted the 007 Elements experience nestled on the side of the mountain, no doubt one of the reasons for the expensive cost of the gondola. And here, I will say no more. It was time to get down the mountain.
Alright, so having established that we can't see any glaciers from here, which was the main goal for today, we're gonna head down to the lake and sort of work our way down, just see how we go, and make the plan up as the day progresses. Very much enjoy. I nearly walked right into that. Very much enjoying these views, which we now can't access apparently. No, that's sad.
Beginning our descent down to Gaislachkogel, we passed by a Land Rover Defender used in the 24th James Bond film. Not gonna lie, felt pretty random, so we took a picture and then continued with our journey.
Okay then, through the boulder field. It's only a little bit steep and sort of quite slippy because of the looseness of the soil, but all good, just taking it steady down to the lake, and then should be a little bit less steep hopefully. Another little boulder field just before we reach the lake. And there it is. Pretty epic spot, tucked away in the mountains. Let's go take a closer look. Wow. Seriously amazing. Don't really have the words. Just love it. Really quite peaceful here, and can definitely say we've warmed up doing that little descent. Big descent. You can't actually see where we've come from because the cloud is in now. We've got plenty of downhill to go today. Little stream running down, probably into some kind of waterfall. And here we have the lake.
It was a serene spot with barely a sound around to break the stillness. We stopped for a wee while to soak it all in before continuing with our descent, which thankfully never ended up being quite so steep again.
Can you see there? That's a glacier. So that's kind of not quite what we expected to see, but at least we can see one. There's a couple actually. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to drop down now because we want to walk all the way back down to the car rather than get the cable car back down. So we're going to aim for these settlements down here and then loop back around the other side of the mountain and then drop down into the town. Everybody knows how much I love bilberries. Basically, wild blueberries. Very late in the season. No less edible. All the snackage along the way. Bilberries. So many bilberries. Makes me very happy. Such a nice trail. Just this curtain of mountains all around, And yes, they're shrouded in cloud now that is somewhat threatening, but it's still just so humbling to be here. It is quite funny though, because there's so many injuries at the moment with my right foot, the sort of plantar fasciitis, my left knee is just shattered. I've had this horrible virus thing for the last few days, week, something like that, that just sort of wiped out my legs because my lymph nodes all swelled up and they're so shaky. So we were joking about how, why didn't we decide to walk up? Because actually, given the weather right now, it probably would have been perfectly doable. And we've seen a few people coming up, even if we just caught the cable car halfway. But that's okay. Save that for another day and just get the cable car back down. A lot cheaper going back down, I have to say. But just feeling so grateful to be able to be out in the mountains right now. Not having the best head day, just mental space is a bit all over the place and heart is a bit sad, just heavy. Not any major reasons why, just the turmoil of the world and of life at the moment. Not knowing what's what, and we're obviously on this trip and we don't really have an itinerary. We're sort of chasing the best weather, as you often do when you're shooting films, and there's snows due in for the next few days. So even though today is super simple, like I hopefully will be able to get it up and just share this small stretch of the Alps with you, because it's so precious. It's precious to me. I document this as much as a memory. Because of my dissociation, it often means I forget things. So having the videos is very special and precious, but also to archive routes, and of course to show you that no matter what state you're in, you can get out and access awesome spaces. You don't always have to get high. The valleys have a lot to offer, and we've seen that even if you don't get joy out of the mountains, there's the bilberries, there's the geology, there's the archaeology in this place, there's the flora, the fauna, and I just love following it as the seasons shift and change. Seeing the glaciers, knowing that in a couple of days there's going to be a lot more snow about. It is exciting and I'm looking forward to that, but I always feel somewhat anxious as winter tends to press in, because it just means shorter days, less outside time, more heady days where just trying to stay in control of that because of the less light and X, Y, and Z. And I'm someone who needs to be physically active. I'm a bit like a collie. If I don't move, I go a bit crazy. But at the same time, it's not always easy to get myself up and moving, and that's why it's so important to have that I have the few awesome people in my life who help me to keep getting up and getting out no matter what. So anyway, Anna's been on the phone for a little bit, which is why I've had some time just to think about these things, and it is good to have that thinking space and be able to process, and being out in nature really helps me do that. I very much value this space and everything it represents. Even if I don't get high up, say, you know, the weather's coming in like it is, then it's still good. The air is clear and everything about it makes me feel very happy indeed. We have signage. Oh look, the Via Alpina. Network of long distance trails, many countries, many miles. Anyway, this is where we're going, right? Mm-hmm. Should we check them out?
We headed down to the Alm and then on into the forested slopes, feeling totally consumed by the energy of the land. It was an atmospheric afternoon, that's for sure.
There is hardly a sound right now. Just like the breeze through the trees and the odd bird that's flying around, sort of cawing to its friends. But it is just dead still. It's like the area knows that snow is coming.
Something is coming.
Something is coming.
From sort of that side.
Yeah.
And over there.
It makes you feel like we're not supposed to be here. Yeah.
Yeah. Some higher force is going to claim this area again.
Can you see this here? All of these pine cones, every single one has been nibbled open and the pine kernel is gone. It's been eaten or stashed away. The suspect? Squirrels. Probably red squirrels here actually. Whether they actually call them red squirrels, I don't know, but they are red with black tails. Alpine squirrels. We've heard a few things scurrying about, but we haven't managed to spot any. But Anna was like, what's the deal with the codes? We're like, squirrels. Squirrels. Maybe it's time for a rest now. Should we sit on that for a couple of minutes? It's a bit random in this forestry place. I'm not used to these seats. Wake me up when it's all over. Okay, we have got views down over the town now, and we're very nearly back at the cable car station, which is where the car is. So, struggling to not feel like that was a very expensive walk, because the lady at the bottom did reassure us how many times?
I think 3 times. I asked her how far it was going to be and how long it was going to take to be at the glacier at the top, and
she said it was right there.
Yeah,
3 times.
She did. Yeah.
3 times.
She's like, "Are you right there?" And then you just need to walk down. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I asked again, so how long does it take to walk to the glacier? And then walk down. Oh, you're right there. So the glacier is right there, but
it wasn't right there.
No, it wasn't.
We got to the top and genuinely felt quite perplexed by the whole situation.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've had a lot of downhill and taken our time just enjoying the little things. The weather has not been what was forecast either.
No.
Because we had a few rounds we would have liked to have done, but we were very much anticipating the 90-95% chance of rain/snow at 2 o'clock, and it's now 4, and it's really nice.
And sunny.
Yep.
Could have walked up to the glacier after all.
So sad. So it's not a waste of a day. It does feel it could feel rubbish, but we're just embracing what we've done.
Yeah.
And obviously we got to see a different part of the valley, which is really nice. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed following on. Yeah, how was your overall finishing feeling?
Good. I'm actually hot. I was expecting to be freezing, but I'm very warm.
Quite warm.
Yeah.
It was cold at the top, to be fair.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Enjoy your adventures wherever they may be, and until next time, stay wild. See you. We're dead. Everything's